Just when America has reached a breaking point with division, visionary influencer Danni Benson's I'm Proud of You Sis bro movement taps into the pulse and heartbeat of a culture radically torn. But this loving mom's voice of reason and calm has received national recognition.
How'd you balance having your children and always traveling with the Yankee organization?
When I became a dad, I said that I would always love like a mother.
I feel like I have to try certain things or act a different way because I know some people or some kids.
So join Danni Benson as she celebrates her special guests on her show and highlights their gifts and contributions to our world.
Hi everyone. Sorry, I'm here. Happy Wednesday. I hope everyone is having an amazing Wednesday. I am Danni Benson, founder of I'm Proud of You Sis. Thank you for joining me today. Please like, share, follow, comment, and definitely I so appreciate each and every one of you for stopping by and just watching this show. I have the amazing Kym Lybrand here. She is a publicist and in Florida. Well, she's located in Florida. And the reason I have her on is on April 13, 2023, they had Florida, you might not know this, had a flash storm that came out of nowhere, wasn't expected. They got 23 inches of rain in one period of time, which caused major flooding. So it affected Kym. So I wanted Kym to talk about what happened and, the damages. Is this, if you think it's connected to global warming? It's so weird how this weather is kind of unpredictable. It's not the weather that we are used to. I live in New York, and it literally was one of the warmest winters, and it didn't snow, which I'm clearly happy about that it didn't snow, but a lot of people love the snow, especially my kids. So I know they were sad about that, but me, I was happy because I didn't have to shovel. But it's just weird, like how the weather has been lately, like from the tornadoes in the middle of winter, killing so many people. Rest in peace, rest their souls. So I have Kym here. I'm so happy she's here. I'm so proud of her to, give her insight and tell us about her experience getting through the floods in Florida that happened about 2 weeks ago. Hi, Kym. How are you?
How are you?
I'm good.
Oh my gosh. Like, this is where it literally was like pouring nonstop.
Really? It was pouring nonstop? Kym, I can't hear you. I can't hear you. You might have to like leave and come back. Can I hear you now?
What about now?
Yeah.
No more technical difficulties.
I know. Welcome to live TV.
I know. It's so crazy, Jane.
But you know what? I like it live because I like the authenticity of live because, that's how life is. You get thrown so many things and you have to know how to navigate.
Especially nowadays, right?
Yeah, especially nowadays. But
like,
okay, so literally where you were sitting right here because it looks so beautiful in Florida right now.
Look, I know. I love where I live. I do. But I gotta tell you, we deal with hurricanes every year. And it's always, you can prepare. They'll tell you, they'll say, okay, there's a big storm coming. Go get batteries, go get food, go get water. And you have days to prepare. But with this, there was no preparedness because nobody really knew what was going on and what was going to happen. And there's nobody to blame for that. It's just basically a big, massive front that sat over us for 4 or 5 days.
But you know what? But you got 25. But 25 inches of rain, that's basically 2 feet of water.
Oh, okay, ready for this?
Okay.
So it started Sunday.
Okay.
It ended like late Thursday night, like early into the morning on Thursday. On Wednesday, they are saying we got 13 inches of rain in one day. Like 13 inches in a day. Okay. Like a lot of people don't get that in months. So, and it was doing that for like 4 or 5 days. So it was crazy. And I kept looking outside. I didn't plan. I didn't plan for, there's no planning. Like I just was working day to day. But I was like, oh my God. Like it was not stopping. It was torrential all day, every day, all day, like dumping. So by Wednesday, we were having tornado warning. Like it was bad. Like I was sitting here working, and I was working from home that day. And I was in the business center in our building, and like a bunch of people kept coming in, and they're like, well, there's something weird going on. And we're all just like, what is it? Like what? Like with the rain, like what? And, but everybody's doing their thing. So later that afternoon, I realized for myself, I had like no food. Like I live like bachelorette style, There's like pickles, a bottle of wine, some water.
A bottle of wine will work any day.
Exactly. But like I was out of a lot of groceries, but I use Instacart a lot because I'm in a high rise. So I'm like, earlier that afternoon, I was trying to order Instacart, and it's like no deliveries for 2 days. And I'm like, what? Like you buy, even though it's pouring down rain, I'm like, what? So you start to think things. So anyways, beyond that, I was like, oh my God. So I went up to my friend's place and we were hanging out, and my best friend, Michelle, called me, and she had been at work all day, and we talked every day.
Mm-hmm.
She was like, I'm just leaving work. The rain is horrible. Like, I don't even think I'm going to make it home. And I'm like, you're going to be fine. I'm like, just drive safe.
Wait a minute. So you're going to tell me that in this torrential rain, people are actually going to work?
Oh, yeah. That's the thing. Like, there was no preparedness, but we've never had to prepare for something like this. Like a torrential downpour for 4 or 5 days. Like, it just doesn't happen. So everybody's doing their normal thing. Now, if they would have known this was going to happen, and we could have planned, well, when I tell you about the car situation later on, you're going to freak out. Like, then that could have all been like prevented.
Yeah, because my thing is, if it's raining so much like this, wouldn't you guys say, you know what about if this rain doesn't stop? I might get stuck in the water. Because that happens a lot.
Yeah. Oh, totally. But like, you don't even think it's going to be this crazy. But so, my friend said to me, she's like, I got to drive home. So I'm driving home from work. So she's driving home from work. And I'm like, well, call me, like, drive safe. So she has no idea. So I was like, call me when you get home, which she always does. And she didn't call me. And it was like 2 hours later. And meanwhile, it's still like completely monsooning outside. So the next thing I know, I try to call her, going straight to voicemail, going straight in. So she starts texting me photos, which I'm sure you're going to show some of these photos later on.
Yeah.
I mean, literally, like, her dog is floating on a piece of styrofoam in their home in like 3 feet of water. And she, all of a sudden, like, I've gone from like her driving home that I hope I get home safe to she's at her home and her dog's floating on this thing in her home. Like,
at least the dog is smart enough to float.
Like, but literally, like, are you like literally? So it got even crazier because she sent me all these photos, and I'm like, Jesus, like what? Like what? And she's like, we've lost everything. So I've just gone from like talking to her like oh, it's about a rainstorm, to she's like, my whole home is gone.
Well, let me ask you a question. So does anyone blame DeSantis for not preparing anybody?
Oh, there are people that are going to blame DeSantis, but you can't blame DeSantis. It's like Mother Nature. It was literally a front that sat over us. Like, how are you going to, like, you want to blame people on everything, but quite frankly, like, how are you blaming him on this?
But then when the flooding was happening, I heard that, he was campaigning outside of Florida because he does want to run for president, even though he hasn't announced. So a lot of people felt that he should have rushed, since he's the governor of Florida, he should have rushed back. And
right. In defense of everything, and I'm not going on any political stance right now, but like, in defense of everything, none of us knew. Nobody knew. Okay? Like, God knew. I mean, everybody's gonna believe in something, but none of us knew. My friend was driving home. She didn't know. She gets home and she's got 3 feet of water in her house. You can't blame anybody. You can't blame DeSantis. You can't blame anybody.
See, look at the dog. You see the dog on the paddle?
There it is.
Look at him.
Like, how crazy.
So crazy.
Look
at this.
Okay, that's her daughter's room. Look at it. The bed floating, like literally. Like literally, like, yeah.
Look at all the water. Oh,
wait,
wow.
You have to show the toilet picture. Because that's it. Wait, can we blow it up? Is there a way to blow that up?
No, but people could see it. People could see it. So this is the hallway.
The toilet will show you, like, literally where the water was.
So, okay, let me understand this. So she was on the first floor. It was a home. It wasn't a building.
It's a home. It's like a ranch style. It's a home. Yeah, it's like a home. Ranch style. Like, totally like ranch style. Yeah.
I mean, but what happens in Florida? I mean, does everyone have to get flood insurance because of the hurricane?
Well, if you have a mortgage, you're gonna have to have homeowners insurance. You have to.
No, you can have homeowners insurance, but you could. I heard flood insurance is really expensive in Florida.
Yeah, and there are certain things where insurances won't cover flood anymore. Like, there are things going on with that. So you have that. Okay, she had an adjuster there just this afternoon. I wanted her to be on, but she was dealing with that, the adjuster. And
I completely understand, and I feel so sorry for all and everyone down there who was affected by this storm, because 1 minute it was probably sunny in Florida, because you know how Florida is. 1 minute it's sunny, and all of a sudden it starts raining. It starts raining. But I like it though. I like I call them rain showers, and then it stops again, and now it's like completely clear. So I guess that day they probably thought it was a little rain coming down.
Yeah.
And they probably never imagined that my house was going to be flooded. And I was going to lose everything.
Like, you got to hear the story. Like, so she literally drove home. She gets home. Her husband was there, but he wasn't answering his phone. So it was like going straight to voicemail. So she this is the story she tells me. She literally gets home, and the whole street is underwater, like 4 feet. And she's in a truck. She was driving her husband's truck. That was barely making it through. That stalled out right in front of their house. And she's like, she had no idea. Like, she's come off the road from work, and like, here we are. The whole neighborhood underwater, like completely underwater.
I mean, do you blame it on global warming? Is that such
No.
So no global warming.
It's just
a freak of nature.
It's basically a storm that sat over us. I don't believe it. Like, I'm not trying to take some kind of stance, but no, it's a storm that sat over us. You know, this kind of stuff's gonna happen, you know? So listen, so get this. She gets to the house, and the water was so deep to the door. I'm getting to like the crazy train part of this. So the husband gets to the door. She had to basically like wade, like swim to the door of her home. And she's just rolling up on this. And they could barely open the door for her to get in. because the pressure from the water. You know, if it's like 4 feet of water, like, how are you gonna get in? So she barely like scrunched in there, and the dogs, like they have 2 dogs and a cat. The dogs are like swimming around in their home. Can you imagine? She just got home from work, so her pets are like swimming around. What?
You know what? She's lucky that her pets. She is so fortunate that her pets didn't drown.
On him, absolutely, yes.
They were smart enough. They look so cute. I don't mean to laugh because I have a puppy that I love him so much, but at least they were smart enough to say, "I need to jump on something. I need to jump on something so I could get," because the water's rising.
No, it was bad. So then I'm not even to the crazy. Okay. So she
You know what? You got some cool shades, by the way, but you got to take it off because people need to see them.
Because it's like, it's so.
You know what? She's in Florida. She's chilling.
So bright.
Inside.
I'm doing this outside and it's like so bright.
It's so bright. I'm so jelly. It's so bright. I'm so jelly.
So bright.
Wait. Let me ask you a question. Well, how hot is it right now?
Actually, today's like gorgeous. We don't have a lot of these. It's low humidity. Look, my hair is looking a little smooth.
Oh, it's not frizzy. It's not frizzy today.
But we won't give any more days. Today, yeah. But okay, I gotta finish telling you this. Like for the rest of the night, like I'm gonna make it quick, but she got in and then she called me, and they obviously, because you can get electrocuted if you're in water. So they had to shut off, the power had to get shut off. Like you have to do all the stuff. You don't think about these things. Everything's floating, every bullshit, your shit's gone. Excuse my French. Okay. Then get this. She called me. She's like, we have to get out because the water's still rising. Now it's like up to like probably here. Yeah. She called 911. 911 is like, we can't come get you. It's like, yeah, we can't come get you.
Wow.
Okay, and then they said, is there anybody injured in the home? Well, not yet. Like, are you kidding? What? We have to wait for an injury? What? But they couldn't get, yeah. So it was, no.
But you know what? Even if there was someone injured, how were they really going to come through the water?
Well,
They would have to come with the helicopter.
They can't get there. Like, it's not like Katrina. When Katrina happened, people were
on the roof.
They could get up onto there. They couldn't even do that. So it was like bad. So get this. They literally stayed in there for 9 hours. Okay. You showed the picture of the toilet. So the water was up way over the toilet. So my question to my best friend was, how did you pee?
You know how she peed.
Right,
she peed in the water.
She pissed in the water, dude. As you would do. So now they're waiting around. It's horrible.
You know what? I'm just bringing light to this because
I know.
Because everything is just so crazy in the world right now. And you gotta find a place where you can find some humor and laugh, because if you don't laugh,
absolutely,
the negativity,
what are you gonna do?
will kill you. The negativity will kill you.
Absolutely. So yeah, I was like, wow. So you're waiting around and you're pissed. I get, because I asked her all these questions. I was like, you pissed in the water? Then she goes, yeah, Greg and I both had to, because her husband. And I'm like, where did you sleep? Because there was probably no sleep. Like she slept on the kitchen counter because everything was so flooded. And she put her dogs on the not kitchen, the dining room table. So
let me ask you a question. There was no way that they could exit the home?
No, because the water had come up so high that it was like you couldn't get out the door and stuff. Like, that was bad. It's insane. It's like are you gonna drown? And you're out it was crazy.
I mean, you know what's so crazy? The crazy thing is, I can't even imagine how she feels right now. It's because it's probably like being
Oh,
that,
sure.
because she's probably lost everything.
She's freaking lost everything. And honestly, you
Kim
know,
is so funny.
she is
Everyone,
like,
Kim is a publicist. She makes me laugh all the time. Kim, you are so funny. This is live TV, and you're checking. But I get it.
we are.
I have my
Oh
water
my
right
God.
here. I have
This
my
is
water right here,
so
so I get it.
I probably
get
look
it.
like a hot mess. Do I look like a hot mess right now?
No, you look fabulous, Kim. You look fabulous, Kim.
Well, thank you.
And you definitely know how to narrow to tell a good not even a good story, but put light in a tragic situation. Because I just want to know, have Florida, it happened in Broward County, basically Fort Lauderdale area. People outside of Florida don't know where this happened.
No, it didn't get a lot of national attention. It really didn't. And I'm a publicist, so I deal with PR all day. This did not. I mean, it got some national coverage, but people don't even understand. The one thing I want to tell you, like, my friend lost everything, and she's going to rebuild. Like, they've had an adjuster come out. Everything's going to be fine. It's going to be a long road. This sucks. And a lot of people have been through this, you know, throughout the country. It's like, you know, shit happens and it's horrible. And you never can understand why, but you got to push through. But let me tell you something. What was the most insane, outside of hearing her story and feeling for her, and really, like she's like the best person in the world. She's like this person, like she's the kind of best friend that if she had nothing and you had nothing, and I went to her and I said, I need $1, she'd give me her last dollar. So she's that girl. You know what I mean?
How long you guys have been best friends for?
We've been, well, our kids went to school together since kindergarten, and they're both like seniors. So like we've known each other for a long time. But I would say in the past like 8 years, we've become extremely close. And she's just like, you know, she's like an angel, you know, she really is. And I'm not saying that lightly. She really is. But, you know, work it out, you know, she'll work it out and everything's going to be fine. And we're all going to help her and everything's going to be great.
And you know what? When the going gets tough, the tough gets going.
Feel the ocean.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Oh, my God.
Wow. Oh, my God.
Dude, do you remember when the going gets tough?
Oh, yeah. You know what? I love, you know why I know everyone's happy in Florida right now? Because you're just sitting there glowing, smiling. Yeah, it rained 24 inches, but we have to move on because we're in the Sunshine State.
That's it.
So now I see why they call it the Sunshine State, because
exactly
after everything that you guys have gone through in the last 2 weeks, because you know, not only your best friend was affected, but the whole area was affected.
Oh, there was a lot. Like
to see that you guys are smiling is amazing.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
Listen, you know oh, sorry, honey. Get going.
No, what I want to say is it's basically about how you look at things. You look at things as halfway full or halfway empty.
Exactly. Yeah.
And if you look at it halfway full and you have hope, it's a horrible situation that happened. But what are you gonna? It's something that you can't control. So yeah, you're gonna be frustrated, but there's something in you that has to, you know, keep moving, keep pushing. Or if you decide to stay in that space, all of that negativity will consume you and drown you.
Yeah, 100%.
You know,
100%.
And what I have to say is the only thing that was important was the fact that her life, she's still here. Her husband's still here. Her kids are still here. Even her pets are still here. All the material things that were floating in that water and got wet in the house, it doesn't even matter because those things could be replaced. I know she probably lost a lot of memories, but what matters is the fact that, you know, she's still here. They're still alive. Be-
100%.
because
Yeah.
that's that one thing that you cannot replace.
Of course. Of course. Yeah, no, it was the whole thing was like crazy. And I mean, I wanted to tell you a little bit about, I have to tell you about what happened the day after, because remember I sent you a text.
Yes.
So, okay. And I told you, okay. So it had rained for like 5 days straight, right?
Mm-hmm.
The next, like, Wednesday was the worst. That was when they said like 30 inches in a day. That's unheard of. So the next morning, I didn't sleep that good that night. So the next morning, I literally get up. It was so early. And I'll go out and I'm like, I need to go for a walk. So I go for a walk on US 1, which is a major street here. Very major. Always busy as hell, like everything. So I get going, I start walking, I get down to the street because I live downtown. And oh my God, it was like 7 o'clock in the morning. It looked like the apocalypse. Like there were cars everywhere on like people had abandoned their cars. And I've talked to people that had to swim out of their car. Like they didn't think we were gonna like they just let their cars float. Like you could even look it up. Like the tow truck companies were so overwhelmed. The insurance thing on cars down there has got to be like crazy now. Like I can't. All these cars are written off. They were ruined. Okay, there was like big Mercedes with their trunk or their hood up in the middle of the road in the median. There were cars that floated into buildings. Like literally, like it looked like. Have you ever watched The Walking Dead?
Yes.
Okay, it looked like this could have been like a scene from that. Like when everybody just like fleed their stuff because there's zombies coming. Crazy train. I didn't even video or photo. I took a few because I was just overwhelmed with what I was seeing. I've never seen anything like that. Not with hurricanes, not with anything. Like it was like there were cars all over the roadway everywhere. Like it was insane.
And you want to know what's so insane about it? All those cars
They can be replaced.
is going. Yeah. All those insurances is going to go up.
Oh yeah. Oh sure.
It's just amazing. Like you pay all this money for like 20 years, nothing ever happens.
Yeah.
And now my car is totaled. And you're gonna have to like write, whatever the cars cost, and especially in this environment now because these cars are probably worth more money, right? So they probably have to pay them out even more, and then the next bill or two they get is gonna be like, oh, because of this, your insurance is gonna go up 100. So basically, I'm paying for my car and forget about the last 20 years that I've been paying for. That's what's so weird about insurance. It's like they don't give you the money back, but as soon as something happens, they fix it. But then they're gonna put a little tax in fixing it.
They're gonna put on there, yeah. Like what? What?
Well, Kym, I want to say thank you for coming on. I'm proud of you, sis. I just want to say I'm so proud of Kym. Kym is a publicist in Florida. Kym, do you want to give out your handles so people can find you if they're interested looking for PR?
Absolutely. Yeah. So if you're looking for PR or any kind of marketing needs, Kym Lybrand PR. So www. Nobody says that anymore.
No,
it's so old. It's Kym Lybrand PR.com. Like visit us. Like I do things a bit differently. And Danni knows that.
Yes. Kym is special. That's why I'm so proud of her. She's special. But thank you. I wanted to just have a show just talking about a story and someone's personal experience just to change it up a little bit. So I want to thank Kym for coming on the show. I'm so proud of you, sis. Thank you, everyone, for joining. And see you next week. Bye, Kimmy.
Bye, girlie. I'll talk to you. Mwah.
We'll talk to you soon. Bye.
All right, Annie. Bye.